Alright, for number 13, what it's asking us to find are the x-intercepts of the graph. And here's the equation that we would be graphing. Now the key term here is x-intercepts, which is going to help us on our way, which remember is either one, it's where our graph, now it's going to be parabola because it is quadratic, it has a squared term. It's either where the graph hits the x-axis is one way to think about it, but more realistic or more useful to us is the other definition is the value of x when y is equal to 0. So that's the definition we're going to use. What's the value of x when y equals 0? And that's our x-intercept. So all I'm going to do is plug in a 0 here, and we can solve this equation now to help us find our x-intercepts. So a couple ways. Remember, whenever we have a quadratic in standard form, that's where it's ax squared plus bx plus c. The three ways we've learned is either 1, by quadratic formula, 2, by completing the square, or 3, by factoring. And if you can factor it, that's almost always the easiest way. So you can use those other two methods, but we're going to solve this by factoring. So let's go ahead and factor this out. This is going to be 3 terms, so I know it's something times something. And let's guess and check this. So I know that what multiplies to 2x squared is 2x and x. And what multiplies to minus 9, well, it could be a bunch of things. It could be 9 and 1, or it could be 3 and 3, or it could be 1 and 9. And also we have to make sure the signs are correct. So I have a feeling it's going to be 1 and 9, just because I know that from the outside 2 times 9 is 18, which is close to 17. And let's see, if I want it to be a positive 17, I'm going to try putting a plus here and a minus here. Now, after you do this, it's always important you double check to make sure you have the right factors before you go on. So I multiplied the outsides and the fronts and the back to get the front, so I just need to check the middle. So the middle I'm going to do outside inside. And let's see, I get minus 1x and plus 18x, which is 17x. And does that add up to the middle term of 17x? Yes, it does. So this is the correct factorization. So once it's factored, all we need to do is use the zero product property and split it up, and now solve for x. So this tells us that either the first one's equal to 0 or the second one's equal to 0. And we just solve it and we get x equals -9. Or if I add 1 here, then I get 2x equals 1, so x is 1/2. So our two solutions are x is 1/2 and x is -9. And let's see, that would be A.